What's good, everybody? Tapping back into another episode of Arnold's Thoughts Podcast. We got a very special interview today. I got my boy, one of my best friends for a long, long time. When I say this is a guy that's been holding me down, we've been through thick and thin. Thick and thin. This is definitely my boy, Rashad Hassan. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. I'm giving it a little. He about to join in. He about to tap in, because that's actually tap athletics. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. He about to tap in with us real quick. We about to get this episode going.
What's good, family?
Rashad Hassan, good God,
Arnold Lou, my boy.
bro.
Finally doing it.
Hey man, you good on your end? I see a lot of distortion on your end, bro. It's a real.
I'm not good. I'm not good on my end, Arnold. But we here, like you said, no excuses. Sometimes there is no such thing as a perfect time. There's no such
Oh,
thing as an ideal time. Sometimes you gotta do it when everything is messed up and not going your way. So
yeah.
I'm here, like you said. You my best friend. You my brother. We doing it, you know what I mean? We've been talking about it for a long time, so we finally putting it into the air, we putting it into fruition, and I'm super excited about that, bro.
Oh my goodness, Rashad, bro. You lucky you my day one, cause I don't really
Boy, you
go.
say,
You lucky you my
boy,
boy. You lucky you my
boy,
boy, cause I'm trying to
boy,
tell you, boy.
boy, you just don't know, my boy. You just don't know. I love you. All I'm gonna say is I love you.
I love
That's
you
all I
too,
can say.
man. Oh man.
Yeah, that's all I'm here. I told you we gonna get it popping. Let's give these folks a good show. Let's inspire the people.
Yeah,
Shout out to
bro.
everybody that know my brother 3-4. For those that don't know me, my name is Rashad Hassan. I go by Deuce. And like my brother, I'm a professional basketball player.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. That's my boy right there, Rashad. You already know me, your boy Arnold from Arnold's Thoughts Podcast. Me and Rashad been rocking with each other from since what, 08?
Oh
2008?
wait, bro.
That's when they first
2008.
started?
2000. That's when I first met you. Summer 2008. Well, I don't know if it's August or September,
No, no,
but
no, July. That's when we had to come into school early.
oh yeah, we did have to do summer school.
We had to do summer
Yeah.
school early, bro. Let's start off from there. Let's start right there, like the Savannah State days. Like, let's talk about those Savannah, like the beginning of the Savannah State days when we first met. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't really. We talk about it all the time, but I was looking like I don't know about this dude right here, man. I don't know. And then we started talking about Kanye and heartbreak, and I'm like, hold on, I gotta rock with this dude.
Nah, it was cool, bro. Like when I first met you, I thought you and your boy, your cousin Arnold. I mean, sorry, cousin Mark were like upperclassmen. For
Hmm.
some reason, y'all just look older to me, and I don't know if it's just cause like I was leaving the high school setting and like you know teaming up with older dudes or people with my caliber, talent and height. But yeah, y'all look older, especially y'all pulling up. You had that white pickup truck. We had so many crazy,
Oh man,
so many crazy stories with that
oh,
just one pickup truck. But yeah, bro, you just look older. But yeah, I never forget, man. I wasn't really too sure about you either. You know what I mean? I was just like, I don't even know we gonna have some things in common, bro. It just seemed like
right.
we was kind of like different ends of the world, and we were just coming together, because we had just been recruited and starting out our college careers, which turned out to be amazing. But yeah, I was unsure about you too. But then, like you said, bro, I think we just went to the caf, had lunch, dinner a few times together, and then we was going through some things at the same
Yep.
time
Yep.
as we entered,
Female
and then
problems.
yeah. And then like what stamped it really was just seeing the work ethic me and you
Mm.
both had for the game. Cause like the good thing about it, like we didn't know it at the time, but luckily we had the court available the whole summer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And really it was beautiful. There wasn't no times where it was like we could get locked out of the gym, or we had to be in for a certain amount of time. We could go in
We
there
was just
really
in
forever.
there. We was just in there working, bro.
And and for us with two kids, from like cities people really ain't even heard of, and with a chip on our shoulder and something to prove, bro, we was just like, bro, we trying to really go to the
We
NBA.
was
We
trying to
trying
go
to
to
do
the
something
league.
major here.
We was trying to go
We
to the
ain't trying
league.
to exactly. So we both knew that was like on our mind from the jump. So we was in that gym heavy, and I was like,
Yep.
bro, I remember, I ain't gonna say no names, but another freshman that came in with us, I was like, bro, you trying to go to the gym? He like, nah, bro,
I already know.
I got something going on, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, cool. Then I come over to you, I'm like, Arnold, you trying to go to the gym? You be like, hell yeah, let's go, let's
The
ride.
gym.
I ain't got nothing else to do. So I'm like, yeah, bro, like I'm fully with that. So like I said, we had, stuff in common with the whole heartbreak, and that's a whole nother story too.
Yeah.
But then like it was the work ethic for me that stamped it and really made us become friends for me. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, bro. That time in the gym, because that's all I know. And you can see like how much that translated for us from just being in the gym to now we 8, 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm 9 years in, you 10 years. What? This your 10th year, ninth year?
Bro, I don't even know, bro. Like I done been with so many
Vet in the
teams.
game. We
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
9,
about to
10
say
plus.
it'll officially be 10 years September 2013. I mean, I started September 2013, and it'll be officially 10 years September
I
2023.
remember that because right when you left, we had Deuce Week. I still
Yeah,
remember Deuce
that was a
Week.
legendary week,
That was
boy. That was a
crazy, bro. We had a whole
legendary week.
week
Bro. Hey,
dedicated to you
I felt good
leaving.
about that. I was like, damn, my boy's doing the bed for me like this,
Deuce
bro.
Week. Deuce Week. I
Bro,
remember that.
it was just so many good times at Savannah State, bro, and just like they always say, college should be the time of your life, and they never
Yep.
lied.
Yeah, it
I
was,
got
bro.
so many, like I got you, the whole Grammy and T. Shout out the whole Grammy and T,
Shout out
man. Like
Grammy and T, man.
y'all my lifelong friends for life, and like just the experiences we went through. Because like really, when you go to college, bro, you develop it into from an adolescent into a true adult. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you without your parents, and for you was a long way away from home. I was 3 hours away from home, and like the people you meet really become your friends for life because they become your family while you away from your family.
Yeah.
And y'all go through those experiences the same way. So yeah, bro,
True.
it's just like I found my brothers in y'all, and I was like, bro, as long as y'all stay loyal, I'm gonna stay loyal, and that's just kind of how I've been.
We've been loyal now for what? That's it's about to be 2023, so it's been like almost, man, what is that?
Almost
2008.
15,
That's almost
15, 14
15
years.
years. Dang, Rashad. You're
A
my
lot of
boy.
people can't see that,
You
bro.
my
A lot
boy.
of
You
people
my
can't
boy,
see
bro.
it.
I love you, bro.
You my boy too. I love you too, bro, for life, bro.
for
No
life.
matter what happens, bro, I love
I
you too for life.
I feel like we got closer because we had to go under quote unquote a tyrant. We had to be bred under a tyrant and Horace Broadnax. You want to talk about putting fire to the flame on us every day in practice? That man
Bro,
was, man. People always talk about they coach and this. Nah, you don't know Horace Broadnax.
no, no,
Give
no.
me.
I tell everybody, no, but I don't care what school you went to. I don't care if you went to Duke under Coach K. I don't care if you went to Michigan State under Tom Izzo. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care if you went to another HBCU, Bethune-Cookman, North Carolina Central. You didn't have to go play for Broadnex.
You didn't play for
I'm
Broadnax.
sorry. He will make you quit before you even think
How
about
many
starting.
people quit
Like,
under Broadnax? It's
bro, it's a different level playing for bro. It's the most mental stress you will ever go through, possibly in life.
mm-hmm.
And and trust me, like I ain't from no privileged background. I ain't from no easy neighborhood, bro. Like I done had to go through some adversity, but playing for Broadnex is either top three or number one all time adversity.
Man, I feel like.
And
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Oh,
Nah, this last thing I'm gonna say, like I had like So shout out to the BBL, the British Basketball League. They came through and interviewed me today, and it was like, I hate to give away some spoilers from the interview, but they were just like, who was the biggest impact on your life basketball wise? And it's every time everybody asks me that question, it's no hesitation, it's no second guess.
Horace
It's
Broadnax.
always number one, Horace
Horace
Broadnax, bro.
Broadnax.
Horace Broadnax, bro. Horace, one day I want you to just sit back and go on YouTube, watch Arnold's YouTube channel, watch my YouTube channel, and I want to say I love your big headed ass.
Ah,
And
right.
and there was times I was sick of your big headed ass, boy. It was time when you made me so mad, but you made me so much of a better
Better
person.
man,
I
yeah,
thank you
bro.
for it.
He
I
definitely
thank you for it.
did.
Still to this day, you make me mad. But everything you said that would happen in the future, it happened. And I thank you for making me mentally tough for it.
Man, that's what's up, bro. I'm telling you, like I told you when I went down there, when I passed through and I stopped by to see him, he's completely different, bro. He really misses us. Like
I bet.
that core group that we had, he still talk about us till this day. He was like, you know what I'm saying? See those banners up there? We put those banners up there. We were the first group to ever put Savannah State on the map. You know, and he talk about that till this day. And like he
Yeah,
got so much more appreciation for us, bro. He really understood like what we meant to the program, what we meant to the school. And that mental toughness that you had to have just to play under. It was a blessing to just get that under him to go under that amount of stress on the basketball court because we wouldn't have been able to go through it playing this long, you know.
facts, facts.
And like my book, the 6 must-have traits to becoming an overseas basketball player, which is coming out at the end of the month. Everybody go cop that.
Hey, go cop that.
Go cop that. So one of the traits I say you gotta have is mental toughness.
Yeah,
Mental toughness is something you must have if you to be ordered to play this game of basketball. And he put so much mental strain on our life. We think we come here just to enjoy playing basketball in college. No. He was preparing us for life. He was preparing us for life to understand like your
it's
mind
bigger than
was
basketball,
so
bro.
much bigger than basketball.
He was definitely trying to make us the best basketball players he could possibly do, but he was just trying to prepare us for all the BS, all the highs and lows, all the disappointments, all the constant problems you're gonna have off the court beyond basketball. That he purposely put us through. I would say, take it back to Dragon Ball Z anime, through a hyperbolic
Hyperbolic
time
time
chamber
chamber.
with our mind. Everything tough for no reason. This man scheduled to practice at 6 a.m. And the thing about Coach Broadnax, for the people that don't know, he's a quiet, gentle guy. You know what I mean?
Off the
But like
court.
off the court, sorry. When
Yeah.
he, like he said, when he step in between the
And
lines, step
those
inside
four
that box,
lines, that box.
he turned into the Incredible Hulk,
Hulk.
and he's smashing up everything in sight. And all you got to do is be perfect, which nobody can be. So
Yep.
that, like you said, it adds a lot of stress, but it teaches you how to be mentally tough, and that was his whole goal, bro.
Yeah. That definitely is a big part of it, being mentally tough. Because
Mm.
being outside of basketball, that's how really this whole overseas life is everything outside of basketball. The basketball part is just that
Mm.
ain't that's the relief. That's just the cherry on top. Yes, I get to play basketball. All the rest,
Man,
Jesus,
I
every
tell you,
day, it's an everyday
basketball,
thing.
basketball is by far the easy part. But like, I've seen a lot of people like just talking about how Coach Browness prepared us. Like, I wouldn't say just not necessarily for overseas life, but just to be a better person and just be strong mentally off the court. Like, we didn't really know what to expect as a professional basketball player. We didn't have mentors coming in and saying, "Man, them owners over there, they're gonna pay you 6 days late." And they ain't even gonna mention being late on payments. Or you know what I mean? The teams over there, they only gonna have spots for two Americans. And
Right.
if you ain't averaging 30 points a game and 15 rebounds and 10 blocks and 20 steals and 6 assists, they sending you home. Your, your,
Mentors,
your,
bruh.
I was about to say, like, we didn't have no mentor as far as
That's in the
this
book too.
basketball thing.
Y'all better get this book.
Yeah,
I'm breaking it down for
hey,
y'all. Mentor is one of
get
the
that,
subjects too. You gotta have a mentor,
get
man.
that book, get that book.
Cause
Yeah,
how many? I wish somebody would tell me, hey, listen, bro. When you go over here, I want you to know it's only gonna be like two of y'all. You ain't gonna know the language. You're not gonna be able to communicate, and you better average 30, and you better win.
yeah,
And even if you
and you
average
better
30,
win.
even if you average 30, you still might get sent home. So it don't matter.
Facts, facts. It don't matter, bro. That's why I'm saying. That's why I appreciate Broadneck because he didn't tell us nothing about overseas life, but all the stuff he, made us go through, it just makes you like, okay, this ain't strong enough to make me quit. Them paying me late ain't strong enough to make me
Right,
quit.
right.
Them having no local talent and just one American that can go, and y'all forcing me to score 30, 20, 40 points a game, that's not
Double
gonna make me
team,
quit.
triple team.
All that type of stuff. And not only that, like these coaches these days are so lazy, bro. They don't
Uh,
put in no type of game plan. They
I
don't
know
do
where that's
no
coming
type of
from. I
stuff.
know where that's coming from.
Yeah, you know exactly where it's coming from. I ain't hiding from it. I'm
Hey,
telling
but
you
I
like
seen
how
it
it
for
is.
myself. I seen it for
Yeah,
myself, bro. So I know what you're going through. I see it, and I'm like, I gotta turn the
yeah,
game
bro. So
off.
yeah, these coaches don't be helping you out over here. So like, really, bro, it's all on you. And if you ain't mentally tough enough, you gonna fold, bro. I done seen plenty people have basketball hoop dreams in the states where we come from, or just all around the world now that I've been a pro. They had intentions, and I was reading a book the other day, and they were saying people love the result, but they don't love the
Mother-
process.
mm,
That people love the destination, but they don't want to go through the journey.
right.
And a lot of people they see you 88% with championships. You don't won so many championships. You're a successful player, but they don't know what you had to go through to get there.
Man, they have
It's
no
so
clue,
tough, bro.
bro.
You got to go through, people trying you, making you feel like you ain't worthy when you know you fully worthy.
Right
You got to
now,
go through,
I'm at
you got to
home.
go through, yeah, I about to say, you got to go through missing your family. You got a daughter, I got a son. We both been away from our kids. You know what I mean? That's a tough strain. It's like so many stuff you got to go through that people just take for granted because they see you for 40 minutes or however long that game is.
Highlights. They just see highlights. They just see what we post on Instagram, the little clips. Like, bro,
Yeah,
we're using that as our business. You do know that's just like the business that we're saying. This right here, what we tell you, this is like the real life, bro. Like, you don't understand what we really go through. So if you talking about you want to go overseas or you want to play, you better be ready for this ride. Cause this
facts.
this ride right here, get ready to get broken down, get ready to get treated like trash, like just you are below everything. You're a nothing. You're a nobody. That's how they
And
go.
that and that's when you being successful for the club. And that's when you're doing everything right.
That's when you
Like,
you
bro,
talking. That's when you leading the team in score. I was leading the team in scoring, top five in the league, and scoring first place. And they say we don't want you no more. You
yeah,
done flew your
bro.
whole family out here, your newborn daughter, your wife at the time when I was married. All y'all come over here, we're gonna take care of you, and you doing all this good stuff for us. Now it's time for us to get rid of you right in the middle of everything. You be like,
Exactly, bro.
what, bro? That's
Like, it just don't make no sense. And the bad thing about it, a lot of these teams are run by, like, I mean, some people have been in the game for a while, but like the owners and stuff, they don't have a clue about basketball.
right.
They just going off of like what the coach is saying. Sometimes the coach, he might not. It might be something minor that he don't like. He might not like that a high flyer, but you 90% in the paint. You get do all the post moves. You could do all the face up stuff in the post. Nah, I don't want that player. Or even if you're a guard, oh, I can shoot threes, but I can't really get to the cup that well. I can't really finish inside like that. But I'm shooting like down there Steph Curry, Dame Lillard from 3-point line. I'm averaging like
I
close to
don't care.
50%. I don't care. If you don't fit my criteria, you don't fit the characteristic I want a player, you going home.
Do you
You
understand?
going
That's
home.
so crazy, bro. Because you'd be like, I'm right in the middle of my season, and it's like a lot of guys see. I feel like when people see the overseas life, you don't understand. Okay, you're working and then you just immediately get fired, and then you don't just get another job right after that. Like
Mm-mm.
it's not like, okay, I'm 2 months in the season and then I get fired. Well, there's segments of where people pick people up, and you hopefully you're one of the people that they're willing to pick up. So
Mm.
it'd be like, don't get like say it's in January and you get cut. Well, either hopefully you get picked up in May for playoffs, and they ain't gonna pick somebody up that just got cut majority of the time, so that might not be you. So you looking at a whole till the next season before you can get picked up again. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's
Right.
6, 7 months of, especially if this is your core job, your core career for what you do. Who
Mm.
in this world, unless you making stupid paper, could take 6, 7 months off work? Even my homies
Bro.
who's making a hundred a contract can't take 6 months off.
No, no. And to be honest, that's why I'm glad you started your business. I'm still glad you started this Arnold Thoughts. And you going hard with your 3, 4 page because to be honest, bro, just one paycheck ain't enough. And
No,
this this is another topic for anybody that's wanting to become a professional basketball player that's watching or that will watch this podcast, bro. If you don't have money, if you don't come from a wealthy background, start a business now.
pick up the
Start
book. I
a
talk about that in the
business
book too.
now.
How to start other
And,
businesses. Man, you got to start another business in this business in this right here, bro. Cause
and I'm telling you, do not wait.
no,
Do it now, even if it's not perfect. Because one thing, Browness, like we talked about Horace Browness, we're gonna talk about him a lot anytime we talk together. But he always used to make emphasis about phones. You know what I mean? He was like, y'all got all the information in the world in the palm of your hands. Y'all can do anything with these phones. And I understood what he meant back then, even though
hmm
I was nowhere near close to even starting my businesses. It was like maybe a little small spark, but far as like executing it, I wasn't on that. You know what I
execution
mean?
is worship. That's one thing I learned now, bro. Execution is worship. So if y'all hearing what we talking about, bro, and we tell y'all to execute and do something like start a business now, today, whatever it is, go. I don't care what it is. Start something. Especially if you say you want to play basketball, do not just let that be your whole. This is my life, and that's something we wasted a lot. I said all the time, we wasted a lot of time that we have in the game because we had so much free time that we used to go trick off and enjoy and party and play 2K all
Yeah,
day and do our
yeah.
whatnot. And this is like, man, now it's just so focused on our business because it could take you so much further. We're using what we do to,
Mm,
build our life instead of just
right.
enjoying it. Because there's so many people, man, so many players now that, yeah, I've been playing for this long and ain't got nothing to show for it.
Yeah,
Nothing.
exactly. And like I said, bro, if you ain't, cause I for like I want to say even unfortunately, because that nobody can control their fate or their family or what you brought into. You know what I mean? But for me, I grew up in poverty. Like we were poor. Like I grew up in a single parent household. We struggled to pay bills. Like luckily we had food on the table every night, but other than that, bro, we were broke.
Hmm.
And so I've over my pro career, I've been playing with people that's from privileged backgrounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And through they play, you could tell like
It don't
they
mean
not
it.
doing this. They're not doing this because it's like cutthroat. You know what I mean? They're not doing this because they really need that
I'm
job.
trying to
Like they're not
survive,
doing it.
man.
They're
Like I
not doing it for survival. They doing it because of hobby. Not even a hobby. They might really. I think they were passionate towards basketball. They did love the game like that. But if things went south, if things failed,
they got
they'll
something to
still
fall
get
back
right.
on, for
But
sure.
for me, then that was never the case. Never the case. I needed every penny, and
Right.
I had to hoop for this stuff. And like 2018 is when I started Tap Athletics, and it's because I got tired of being paid late. I got tired of asking for handouts. I got tired of just like feeling like a burden. You know what I mean? Even
Right.
though I'm
Right.
working, I'm earning my money, but that's just how the owners make you feel in certain teams. You know what I mean? They don't never make you feel good or
Why?
make you feel welcome and nothing like that.
Why I gotta beg you for my money that I'm paying? Like, bro, we
Why,
we
bro?
we in first place.
Why?
I'm doing my
Why?
job. I'm winning. I had a team. I won. We won. We broke the record for the most wins in the history of the league. We won the finals 4-0. I averaged 30 in the finals, and they never paid me my bonus. Like, that's how you treat me. That's how you do me.
And that's why when we talk about mental toughness, that's part of being one of the struggles of playing overseas because that type of stuff will make you want to quit.
Yeah,
You'll say, "Why do I even need this? I could work a regular job, possibly get paid even more, and
yeah.
I won't have to worry about getting paid on time."
Stability.
So it's like it's the stability. So what am I doing this for? And that type of stuff mess with your psyche, your mental, bro. And if you don't truly love the game of basketball, you gonna quit, bro.
Yeah.
Or if you don't truly love the game and you come from a privileged background, like I said, no slight, no disrespect to nobody that do, but you know what I mean. It's easy. It's easy to quit. It's easy to leave the game. You know what I mean?
It's
Because
so easy, and I guarantee you they ain't gonna miss you. It's not gonna miss you.
they're gonna replace you with another American or whatever you from, a British person. It don't matter. Australian. It's a million U's in this world.
What I'm telling you, bro, and that's I'm gonna give y'all a little heads up, like a little scenario. Imagine playing in a game, right? You're playing in a game, and you got your replacement sitting on this in the stadium, sitting on the bench, waiting for you to mess up. You know what I mean? I've been in scenarios where, like, if you go to Mexico playing in like Ciba Copa, even in Colombia.
Oh, Mexico is cutthroat. Mexico, I wouldn't even go to Mexico, bro.
This think about this for a second. You're playing, and then they got another player sitting in the stands just waiting. One bad game,
Over.
just average game, one average game. You ain't even got to wonder if they're going to replace you. He's sitting right there.
He's saying right there,
He's sitting right
bro.
there.
I'll tell you what. In Luxembourg, bro, a team I played for a full season, didn't even communicate with me. I had to find out through my teammate, like, hey, bro, I hate to tell you this, but you gotta, tighten up because they got a new guy to bring in tomorrow. He on a trial run. I'm like, what? Hold on. What? They didn't have the audacity or what's the word? They didn't have the respect to tell me.
Tell me.
At least at least come to me and be like, Rashad, we ain't really been happy with your performances lately. You know what I mean? We thinking about going direction. They just bring them in and say, hey, let him deal with it.
It's a
Let's see how they
business.
deal with it.
It's a
And
business.
and not only that, in Luxembourg, they told me he was coming in. I had to practice with this man the whole week.
Think about that.
We going at it. And they telling me like, oh, they'll decide which big they want to go with on a weekend, knowing full well I'm going home. So basically, you mentally torturing me. You
Yep.
didn't tell somebody. You bring in another person in. You make me interact with them and practice with them in the game because, like you said, it's a business. You gotta be professional. It's not his fault they bringing them in, so you can't just go up to him and
Right.
cuss him out or start fist fighting because he about to replace you, and you know what direction they're getting,
Yep.
and they still drag it out.
They
They
drag
gave
it
me
out.
10 days.
That's a
They
good
gave me
thing.
10 days to practice with this man. We get one meal a day. I'm having lunch with this man. We learning about each other. I don't care about this man, but it's really get to me mentally. Then on game day, it's like, oh, Rashad, we're gonna get this other guy opportunity. I know that. Why am I still here? Why do I have to sit and watch this? And I had to clap for my teammate just in case they don't be happy with him and they keep me. It's just like, bro, the mental torture, the
Mental
mental
torture,
games,
bro.
it's
Listen,
never even a physical thing, bro. It's just the mental side of
that
it,
is
man.
the truest thing you did. That part of what you just said, mental torture, that
Bro,
puts you through to know that I'm literally fighting for my career right now. This is my job. This is how I eat. You got to start thinking what I'm going to do next. Do I start hitting up other people? We're in the middle of the season. I might not get another job. You know, I got to sit here and then wonder because that kind of happened to me this past season. it wasn't because it wasn't that I was worried about my job, but it still puts it in the back of your head. I got hurt.
Yeah.
They brought somebody in to play for, like, to take my position while I recover, but he ended up killing, and me and him ended up becoming real close, but we played the same position. And like he was killing, I'm killing, you know what I mean? And it's like, I know they ain't finna get rid of me, but I know they ain't finna get rid of him. So they're like, they don't know who to make the decision. The GM, like, hey man, we gotta make a decision. We gotta make a decision. And I'm sitting around looking like, make a decision? What you mean? We like, but and both of us gotta sit there and go through that mentally, like, what are they gonna do? Like, let me know. At least just say something. Let me
Just
know
say
this. Let me
something,
know
bro.
something. Don't just have me out
Just
here
like,
wondering and anxious all the time and looking over my shoulder when you have to keep looking
man.
over your shoulder every
Because it
play,
don't
every
it don't even have
practice.
to it don't have to be like that. Because at this point, when you become a pro, most pro people, from the United States, they turn pro around 22, 23 years old. At that point, you're not a grown man, but you're a man. You know what I mean? Like you've been through a little bit of stuff. You're still a kid. You still got some learning to
Very
do,
much so.
but you should be able to handle yourself when you get negative news. So that's why I don't get why teams, owners, they just can't come up to you and talk to you like a human being and have the respect to say, well, we appreciate your efforts, but we're going in a different direction.
From the
Rather
jump.
than like, and then not only that, nobody respects an on the fence type person. Everybody respects a person that's confident in their views and their beliefs. Like right now, either you with Kanye West or you against Kanye
Right.
West. There's no on the fence. Even
Don't be
when Donald Trump was a president, either you don't like him or you like him. There's no in between. So when people be in between in the gray area on the fence, it makes me personally, but in general, it makes you lose respect for him. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
So it's
man.
like,
It's just like the uncertainty. Just communicate with me. I'll
it's
understand either way. Just communicate with me, man. Don't just have me out here anxious, man. That's for the birds. But
yeah.
anyways, man, we could go on all day about that. These teams and these coaches and stuff. I want to ask you though about, we was talking about family, and I feel like we both went through this. How big of a difference it is having an overseas family compared to having a family in the States. Like, you go through it, you tell me about it all the time. And I know when I went through it, it's like we're living a different life because our home ground is America. Like, that's where we're from. No, that's where we grew up. For me, that's where I grew up. This is where you're from. You're from Riverdale. But just the difference in having a family overseas compared to just being here. Because, like I said in one of my other videos, like, I think all of my relationships, I ain't gonna say all of my relationships didn't work out because I had overseas relationships. All of them was like from overseas, and I didn't live there, and none of them worked out for me. I haven't figured
Right,
it out yet, and I feel like a big
right.
reason yours is worked out because you are there with them.
Yeah.
That.
Nah,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this, bro. It is beyond tough to have a relationship in this type of industry, bro. It's beyond tough.
Oh my
Your partner has
god,
to be
man.
understanding. That partner has to be willing to sacrifice. That partner has to be willing to understand that your lifestyle is not normal and that's okay, and that they gonna love you anyway. Because, like you said, Jazzy Jeffster 26 just said, "This is so sad to hear." And I'm saying, I guess he was saying all the adversity you face as a person. But we all know when you in a relationship, you take on somebody else's life as well. You
Right.
know what I mean? So like, of course, you have to work in at a relationship, but it's tough when your partner is in the States or somewhere else and you're in a different country and you got practice and you got so many things going on.
Man.
They're just like, you don't care about me. This isn't working. Well, all you were doing is just trying to put an extra little time in the gym to get better. Work on your jump shot. Get a little stronger in the gym. It's not like you neglecting them, but you on two different time zones. You know what I mean? You
Man,
got to work out, you got to eat, and like we said, if you got another business, you got to think of new content ideas. It's hard, and so if you don't, like I said, those three things. If you don't have somebody that's understanding, somebody that's gonna be down to be on a roller coaster lifestyle ride,
man.
and just a person that is effective at communicating, then it's not gonna work.
I
Cause go ahead, go ahead.
I gotta say, bro, for me, like I said, I haven't figured it out yet, and I thought I had me some like just this is the one. Yes, I finally found the one. This is it. But once you get across to like that time and something happens, and now you're supposed to go here and have this job set up, and then that don't happen. It's not for everybody. You got to think about it. Like most it's different when you have like your girl you could come home to. Most people in this America, they go to work and they just come right back home. At least I see you at night. At least I'm seeing, you know what I mean? We go, sometimes you might not see your kid for 7 months. I went a
Right,
year and
right,
4 months without seeing my daughter after she was 5 months old. You know
right.
what I'm saying? A year. And think about that, Rashad. Think about not seeing your son for over a year and almost a year and a half not seeing your son when he was
I can't even
an
think about it.
adolescent. 5 years. He's still an adolescent. 5 months, 6 months. They don't see your face physically. Your face touch you for a year and a half.
That's crazy,
Are
bro.
you ready
And
for like?
like,
Are you people don't? It don't seem like that can happen, but those type of things happen all the time, and it's just like, how do I deal with it? Like that happens more often than
it's
not.
beyond it's beyond crazy. And like for me, surprise well not surprisingly enough, but I'm one of four dads on my team. And like you said, first and foremost, I'm tripping. Shout out to Carrie, shout out to Talia, shout out to Kenzie. That's my family, my son, my daughter, and my lady. I love y'all very much. Y'all everything to me. But like I was just saying just now, I'm one of four fathers on my team, right?
Right.
And I'm 33. I'm the oldest on my team. The
Oh
other
head.
other two guys are like 25, 26, and then I got one that's fresh out of college, 23. And that is very tough to be that young and not see your kids, bro. Like you said, 7, 8 months, maybe even longer than that,
I
without
was
seeing your kids.
I was 25, 26 when Brooke was
Exactly.
born.
And you trying to play basketball at a high level, you got people breathing down your neck. You got a coach that's not happy with you. You got an owner saying they about to send you home. And on top of that, you depressed because you can't see your kids and live a normal life. And you chasing, and it's because you doing what you love, bro. It's so
Mhm.
conflicting, bro. You know what I
Man,
mean? It's so much going on that people don't understand basketball players go through. And like for me, like you said, bro, I'm beyond lucky, and I'm fully aware of that because like to have found my lady, me and my missus, we just celebrated 4 years of being together. Shout out to my lady
ooh,
Carrie.
shout out to
But
that. That's
like,
what's up, man.
yeah, but like, we developed a beautiful family just because she's just been so understanding. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like I said, I started Tap Athletics the same year me and my lady met. Not one time has she made me feel bad about, you know, putting time and effort towards my social media. She understands when I got to put in a little bit extra time because she sees the bigger picture right along with me.
Man, that is
You know
such
what
a
I'm saying?
blessing, bro.
She understands my end goal, and she's not trying to be a roadblock. She's trying to be an assistance to helping me reach my goal, and that's so important for partners. You know what I mean? It's like
Hmm.
a lot of people don't understand that when you join a relationship, you gotta be selfless, not selfish. You know what I mean? It's it's times where it's things that you want to do that your partner not gonna be able to do or want to do, but that don't mean that they don't love you or don't want to be with you. It just we all humans, we got boundaries, and especially if you be with somebody with high hopes and dreams and aspirations, and if it's betterment for you and your partner, then why not support them? Then try to bring them down. You know what I mean? And I've just seen too many people in relationships where one partner just too selfish, won't let the other person shine, and it just ends up destroying the relationship. You know what I mean? And
I've been
you
in that,
got
bro. I've been in
it's
some.
tough.
I've been in some like relationship. That's another thing. Choose your partner wisely,
You
very
have to.
wisely, because
You have to.
this when you playing this game, I don't. You got to understand what you're getting yourself into. You got to understand the stress that comes along with it. That not everybody's able to deal with that. You know,
No.
not everybody's able to just deal with you being away for 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're going to the finals. I gotta extend this like just this past summer. You know, I was supposed to get my daughter every summer when I come home from playing. I get her for 3 months before school starts. She goes back. Well, we went all the way to the finals, and that took an extra month and a half. So that cut my time in half of being with my daughter that I got time to spend with her. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When I'm not
Yeah.
going to
I
play in the
mean,
finals, I'm not going to continue play. I got to continue playing, but I also got to those conflicting aspects that you just have to find a way around it. That's why your partner that you choose is so important. Like I said, I haven't found one yet. I haven't had a relationship that lasted 4 years, and that's
yeah.
because I think my last three relationships has been with someone from overseas, and
Mm,
they have not. My ex-wife, my ex from Australia, and my ex from Chile. None of them worked
yeah.
because they all lived outside of the country, and it's like it always starts off good. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to I understand, and I understand what we're doing. Listen, you don't understand what can happen. Yeah, it sounds good because I'm here. I'm in your face. I'm in your face.
Mm,
You get to see me. We talking and smiling, and we get to go
mm,
through it. But when I'm gone, and if
mm,
something happens, oh, you might get cut here, and then you get another job opportunity immediately. So then you probably have to go to Iran, and then that's another 6 months. And then you know what? A year just passed.
mm,
Are you gonna hold me
yeah.
down, or are you gonna be like, I can't take this no more? All I got is I just can't take it. I can't take it no more. And it's like, respectfully, I understand. That's what part of it
Yeah.
for me. I was like, respectfully, I understand. I got to. You have to
And
understand that. Go
the
ahead.
thing for me is, it's just like, as a basketball player, like just me personally, I haven't been in too many long term relationships. Like this relationship I've been in with my lady now, this is the longest I ever been in a relationship. And I've been in your boat before. I was in this relationship. I was in the same boat you was in. And for me, I don't know. I'm a hard worker, but I pick and choose what I'm a stay consistent with and pursue. And for me, I seen that early on that most people aren't don't have the same mentality of a basketball player,
Man,
let alone overseas basketball player.
right.
So going through that is an emotional letdown every single time. You have to
Man,
find a person, she checks off, or he, she, I don't care what you like, but they check off everything in your box: personality,
man,
ambition, looks, of course, everything they check off.
everything.
They, they just can't handle, I just say, a long-term
Like,
relationship and the lifestyle you live. And
that
for
distance,
me,
man, they
that
can't handle it, bro.
and for me, that was just too deflating to keep going through. So like, luckily, when I met my partner, she was in a place. I met her here in Plymouth, England. I had planned on like being here long term because at that point I was tired of like going from team to team and city to city. I just wanted a home.
Hmm.
And so
Don't we all?
when I when I met her, it was pretty much, now I look back on it, it was love at first sight. So like that's I was just personally ready to be in a long term relationship, and
Man,
luckily it's turned into something beautiful. But like, if you don't have that communication or that partner willing to do whatever it takes to relationship work, it's gonna fail
it's gonna fail.
with this type of lifestyle.
Yeah,
Because one thing that has to make it work is that person coming to see you or you coming to see them.
yeah.
More likely them coming to
They're
see
coming
you.
to see you.
Like, it has to be done in order for a relationship, because we all want that physical touch. We all want that physical time. And in relationships like ours with our lifestyle, it's just not possible on a day-to-day
It's
basis.
not.
So if you're not communicating on FaceTime or making but making each other feel special or talking to each other and still doing all the lovey-dovey, just extra effort stuff, and like I said, really buying tickets and flying out to go see each other, it's gonna fail. It's gonna
Yeah,
fail.
that's got to be
It's
a part
gonna
of your
fail.
budget. That's got to be a part of your budget. Like, listen,
It has to be.
I got
It has to
this. I
be.
got this. I'm making this amount of money. I got to make sure I set this money aside for to see my partner. Like, it has to be something that you incorporate. And the deeper you get into the game, you can start working out with your teams. Like, hey, I need a flight. I need a flight this time. I need a flight this time. If you even make it to that type of level to start asking for those things, because a lot of the times that's coming out your own pocket. You feel me?
Right.
I had my ex, like the one who was from Australia. She paid. I was trying to give her bread. You know, we was trying to do it. She paid like 1,500 for a ticket just to come kick it for like 8 days.
And not only that, bro, it helps it strengthens the relationship because from on your end, it made you feel good that she did that effort to come see you.
Yeah,
And one thing about it, bro, relationships is about making your partner feel special no matter how long y'all been together. You
right,
know what I mean? And the little things when you've been playing basketball overseas for so long, the little things add up,
right,
especially in a relationship. Y'all trying to make it work, and like to be honest, it's easy to see if your partner not trying to make it work or not. You know what I mean? You could, and sometimes it's hurtful and all that stuff, but you can see the signs clear as day. You know what I
man.
mean?
You can
So
always see
like
it. You can always see it. Just like
you can
it's
always,
you see it when it's because I feel like when you've been in it so long, like you said, you've been in it so long, you already see the signs coming up a mile ahead. You be like, man, I already know where this is headed.
yeah. Most people be in denial about it, but you can see it a mile away, bro.
Yep. Just like when
That
you about to
that
get cut,
feeling,
you can see it a mile away. You get that. You just get
yeah,
that feeling right here in your gut. I want to know every hooper that listening to me. Tell me about that gut feeling you get when you know you about to get cut. It's like,
yeah.
oh, you
Bro,
feel it
most times, like,
right
'cause they
here.
always say, like, I've been told when you're doing a test and you don't know the answer, go with your gut feeling, because most times it's always right. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
but with that being said, though, I don't want to make people get twisted. It can work. It can be vice versa. You know what I mean? Relationships can definitely work. You
Oh
know what I
yeah, they
mean? Like,
can. They can. I'm not
uh,
done searching. Like I'm not done. I haven't given that up. Like like I am. I want a relationship. I want to learn. Like settle down, a wife, kids. You know, someone to have your back because that's what's such a big thing for us in this league. I mean, in this career, is to have a support system. You need that. And out here chasing all these girls and chasing all that. After a while, like that gets tiring. That ain't fulfilling. You know, you
yeah,
want that family support because they support you more. Like somebody you can come and be like, man, the coach this and these trash teammates and they getting on my nerves. And somebody who just understand where you coming from and hear
mhm,
you out and give you support through it. Like, yeah, and just go through that because that's a lot more for our mental mind.
yeah,
You need that.
yeah,
I hear so many guys, man, like who been in the game. My homeboys is like, man, I'm just looking for love out here, bro. I'm like, I already know. Aren't we
mhm,
all?
yeah.
I think somebody's
Nah,
checking in. Somebody said something about us being
I was
16.
about to say, shout out to my boy, Boo Man, my teammate, Boo Man, best point guard in the BBL. Shout out my boy LVC, he the best point guard in the BBL too. Shout out my boy Hamish, and yeah, and Boo Man, he said, "Shit, your girl gonna get on your nerves too." We all get on each other's nerves too,
Right.
man. But it's all about
That's
that
all it's
love.
about. Who can you stay with long enough that gets on your nerves? Who can you
Exactly,
stand
bro.
that can get on your nerves and still deal with them? Because everybody you're going into gonna get on your nerves, big
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But
No, the most loving people. Shit, Arnold, your ass get on my
You get
nerves,
on my
bro.
nerves, boy. Get on my nerves. I was like,
Boom man, you get on
I
my nerves too. LVC, you get on my nerves too, bro. Oh y'all,
was,
but I love y'all though. I love
yeah.
y'all.
I was like, Rashad, man. I was talking to my homeboy. I was like, oh, man, this is the third time, Rashad. This is the third time, Rashad. He was like, nah, bro. You got to cut him off. You can't let him do that. You can't let him do that. I said, you right. I ain't messing with him no more. And yet I'm sitting right here just waiting, steaming, just hot. Like, freaking Rashad, you better call me. Look, he late again. I'm gonna wait on him though. That's my boy. I'm gonna wait on him. That's my boy. I got
Yeah,
to. I
boy.
got to. I want to answer this question though. Dude, say any tip for a 16-year-old
Yeah,
hooper?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got plenty of tips. First of all, I'm gonna tell you go cop my book. My book coming out at the end of the month. 6 must-have traits to become an overseas basketball player. It's catered from kids in high school all the way to leaving college, about to start your pro career. And you gotta have. We talked about a lot of stuff in this live about stuff that you need to do. But the first thing you got to do is you got to start believing in yourself that you can be a player, an overseas player.
Big fact.
We're talking
Big
a lot
fact.
of stuff that we go through and stuff like that, but you still got to believe you can do it. Like you have
Fact.
to believe it first. You don't be like, I don't know. Get that out your mind. Those are discerning beliefs that's only going to hinder you and stop you from getting to where you want. This overseas life is love too now. Don't get it
It is
twisted.
love.
It
It
is
is
love.
love.
It's a reason we stick and cling to it and fight for it and go through it because it
Yeah.
is love. There's nothing like getting experience a different culture. It's nothing like hearing your name being called out. It's nothing like breaking records and
Real
achieving
talk.
something at the pro level
Real
because
talk.
it's so much cool. Now I feel like now in this generation, it's so much cooler now to be an overseas pro. Like people don't even talk about like the NBA and stuff. They want to be overseas pro.
Real talk. Real talk.
Like
Yeah, you're
it's
right.
definitely being more talked about being an overseas pro, and it's for a reason. Like the life is love. Like being a part
Yeah.
of history and hearing you don't even know what they saying, but you know they cheering for you.
Mm-hmm.
It is fun, but you got to believe it first. That's the first thing I would tell any player, anybody that wants to play this game. You got to believe it first. Gotta
Yeah.
believe, bro. That's the first one. I'm gonna just give y'all that. Y'all gotta get the book to get the rest of it.
For me, you definitely gotta have the the mental side of it, but you gotta learn how to really just outwork people.
mm.
Cause everybody wanna be LeBron James. Everybody wanna be Kobe Bryant, Michael
Steph
Jordan. But
Curry.
like I said earlier, everybody's in love with that dream and that fun destination, but nobody's in love with the results or how to get there. So you got if you really want to be it don't even matter if you want to be a professional basketball player. If you want to go Division 1 in the States,
Yep.
Division 2, Division 3, you gotta understand, bro. It's a lot of people in this world playing basketball.
And basketball is
And
hot right now. It's like hot, hot.
exactly. Because thanks to social media and just how good the game has been, it's damn near the most popular sport in the
Yep.
world. And you gotta understand with that, it's more people going to start playing, and it's players
More
like Tim
competition.
Duncan. It's players like Tim Duncan, Hakeem Olajuwon, a lot of other players who picked up the game at like 16, 17, and are nice with it.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Hall of Famers. So I've been playing since I was 8, and I still didn't make it to the NBA.
Right.
So if
I've been
you
playing
guys
since I was
really
five.
understand, yeah, like you said, you gotta believe. You gotta. That's number one in anything, not just basketball. You gotta believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, it's really cliche. Then who will? But I'm sorry, that just that just
That
that just
it's
stands.
true. It is cliche-ish, and it is like, oh, you gotta believe. What's the real? Nah, bro. You gotta understand
But
that you gotta really believe that joint, or it's
but like we said, we became friends because of that work ethic we had.
yep.
We seen how much we wanted to get there. We seen how much we wanted to achieve our dreams. And so you can believe in yourself all you want, but if you don't put no time and effort behind it, if you ain't working on your crossover, your between the legs, behind the back, every single day, I ain't even just talking about for like 5 minutes. That's defending. If you want to go to the high level though,
Right.
you're gonna have to be insane. You gotta have people like, bro, you putting too much time into this, bro. You making me feel uncomfortable how hard you going.
Mm.
Like That's the type of work ethic you gotta
Let,
have, bro. Because everybody doing it.
let
Everybody
me
got the
tap in
same.
on that. Let me tap in on that. This is
Go ahead.
exactly what he talking about because that's exactly what it was. It go This book finna be amazing. I'm sorry, because it goes from belief to work ethic. Exactly is the second thing you must have. Because you could believe after you believe, but if you don't put that work ethic in behind it, it ain't gonna happen. So you want
It
to
ain't
be
gonna
okay.
happen.
You're 16-year-old and you're thinking about being a pro one day, right? I'm gonna just give you a little tip, right? I'm 9 years in the game. This is my ninth season. I've won 7 championships. I'm 7-0, right?
Mhm.
And guess what I do till this day? I get up and go run 3 miles in the morning. Then I hit the gym for an hour of weights. Then I hit an hour of in the workouts, getting up shots and working on my craft. Come home, work on my studies and my business. Then go back to the gym and work out again. That's just an average day for me. Is you outworking me and doing that? And I'm 9 years in the game. And you trying to get to your first year. You ain't even got to college yet.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's the work ethic I
Facts.
put in nine. I put in now after 9 years. And that's the type of work
Mhm.
ethic I'm doing now. So when you see
Yeah.
talking about you got to be uncomfortable when people got to look at you like, what? You did what? Yesterday I got up and ran 3 miles. Then I went to the gym. Then I went to the gym again. Then I went and hooped after the gym.
Bro,
That's
you have to
normal.
be in you have to be in the same type of like belief system to make it. Because if you don't, you're not gonna make
You're
it.
not gonna make it.
Because I'll tell you a story, bro. I was in high school. It's my freshman year. I'm thinking I'm finna go do what LeBron just did.
I
Go
remember.
be a high school phenom. I'm finna go from start as a freshman, be on ESPN, be talked
You
about,
talked
be
a
the
lot of
next
that game as
LeBron,
a
bro.
freshman for real. You had me believing
Yeah, and
it.
the bad thing about it, coming into high school, I wasn't on nobody radar. I wasn't even dunking. I couldn't shoot threes. I don't know why, but like you said, rule number one: you believe in yourself. So I
Right.
believed in myself, right?
Yep.
But coming in, I was tall. Now that I look back on it, but I was like 5'10", and I was a little chunky. You know what I mean? I was slow. I didn't have no lateral speed. I definitely couldn't jump, bro. I couldn't jump off the ground to save my life. All I had was a nice little mid-range jump shot. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I was pretty
And a hook
consistent with the
shot.
mid-range. And I didn't even have a look shot at that time. I was like 13, 14 at the time. This freshman
Okay.
year. I ain't had all I had was a nice little mid-range. So long story short, bro, I got cut from the freshman team. Devastating. You know what I mean? But without pain, you can't get to the joy.
Man.
So what I said, I was chubby. I couldn't jump. I had a dog. You know what I did, bro? Ain't nobody tell me to do this. You can ask anybody that know me. Ain't nobody tell me to do this. When I got cut, I cried my ass off. I cried
Hmm.
my eyes out. I said, man, it's the worst pain I ever experienced in 14
Hmm.
years of life. But the next day, I got up at 5 a.m. I ran a mile. The next day, I got up 5 a.m. before school. This ain't on the weekend. I got up 5 a.m. And like I said, bro, I ain't grew up with no father in the household. I ain't had no, basketball trainer. I didn't have nobody pushing me. It's all self-drive. I'm
Yep.
out running with my dog. And then now we having options at school now. They trying to make it healthier at school. Instead of getting a burger and fries, I'm getting salads. I'm putting myself on a diet at 14, trying to make it to the NBA. And you know what I did? The next season, next year, my sophomore year, I got cut again.
Mm.
But
Mm.
luckily for my mom, she took me to that practice, and the coach said, "This man is crazy. That man got cut and still had the audacity to show up to my practice. You know what? I'm gonna let him slide. I'm gonna let him be on the team this year because he
Man.
really loved the game." But within that year, I got in shape. I became a better basketball player. I slimmed down all that weight,
Hmm.
and I achieved my goal because adversity hit. I didn't give up, and I put in that work. And that work ethic is everything, bro. It's take you where you want to go. You
Man.
can't be lazy, bro.
You can't, bro. That's it, and that's powerful. I didn't even know about that. After all these years, I never even heard that story before. But it just shows you, bro.
Bro,
You gotta go through that adversity. Like, be ready to get your, be ready to get your heart stomped on, hurt.
bro.
Because literally, honestly, I'm gonna just be 100. That's exactly what's going to either make you or break you. You got to
Yeah,
be hurt so bad and crushed and say, you know what? That's exactly what's going to lift you to take you to the next level. to get you to where you want to be. You either gonna let
It's
it,
the pain.
yeah,
It's the
bro.
pain.
It's gonna break
It's
you
the pain
down.
that's going. Yep. It's never the smooth the smooth seas that make a strong sailor, bro. It's the wave.
Mm. I
It's
need to
always
write that
the
down.
big.
Put that in a book.
Exactly. It's always the big waves, the thunderstorms,
Oh,
the
we finna get
lightning.
cut off, Rashad. They said we got 24 seconds left on the live. Instagram
All right,
hating.
man. That's cool anyway. My phone on 10%. We gonna but my biggest thing is work your butt off until you get to your destination. And even when you get to your destination, like you said, you still going up 3 miles in the morning, getting shots of lifting weights. Keep going no matter what, bro. That's all I got to say.
All right, man. We out.